It's never, ever too late to have a happy childhood. If you had needs that were not met in your childhood, if you had needs and wishes that were unfulfilled, you now have the chance to give your inner child, to give the inner you everything you didn't get. Please keep watching to discover how you can let go of your past, rewrite your future, and do something that is simple but profoundly powerful. You see, when we're a child, some interesting things happen. When you're a baby, when I was a baby, we didn't have too many needs. The needs we had were really powerful. All babies have the same needs. You, me, everyone. We needed to feel loved. We needed to feel significant. We need to feel connected. We need to feel safe. And as we leave babyhood behind, we also need to be celebrated and to feel that someone is proud of us and someone has our back. Now, many of us don't get those needs met. I'm not having a pity party for me. I love my life, but as a kid, I didn't feel significant. I didn't actually really feel loved. I never felt celebrated. I thought it was the most hideous freak. I wouldn't even have photos taken of me. In every picture of my childhood, I'm like that. Wouldn't look at the camera because I thought I was hideous. Where did that come from? Well, it came from my needs not being met. You see, when you're a kid and you don't feel loved or significant or safe or worthy, one of two things happen. You give the need up. I'm never going to find love. What's the point? I'll get some cats, I'll get some dogs, I'll live alone, and I'm never going to expect anyone to meet my needs. I'm giving the needs up. That's really tragic. And many people do it. The second need is, I'm going to give the need away. Someone out there is going to have to turn up and love me and prove that I matter and show me I'm significant. I'm going to give someone the job of meeting my needs. What happens when you do that? Well, it can work. You can say, hey, I found this person. They spend so long telling me I'm great. They're really good at reassuring me. But then, you know what? They've got sick. They got ill. They got their own needs. And now they can't meet my needs. So they left me. They're meeting someone else's needs, and I'm right back to square one. Giving your needs up and giving your needs away doesn't work. You know what does work? Meeting the needs yourself. That may sound super weird. However, if you think, okay, as a kid, I needed to feel celebrated. I never was, but you know what? I can give myself a party. I can go out and buy myself the stuff I was never allowed to. I wasn't allowed sugar. I wasn't allowed expensive stuff. I wasn't allowed dolls or teddies or whatever you wanted. Go and buy some. Buy some for yourself. I remember having a party for my daughter. One of my friends said, you know, I never ever had a party. My parents would not celebrate my birthday. They didn't remember it. One day I said, you know what? I'm going to do this. And I had a party for I had a big badge saying birthday boy. There were loads of women there. We had jelly and ice cream and candy and a piñata. And it was one of the best days of his life and mine too, because he got to have a party. We played pin the tail on the donkey and pass the parcel. Last month, my husband and I were playing pass the parcel. He won. He was so happy because I've never won anything in my life. He was so happy to win pass the parcel because he too did not get celebrated as a child. So think of it, did I want a party? Did I want to play? Did I want a puppy? I was never allowed pets as a child. And now animals are so important. Having pets is so important. My mother wouldn't have them in the house. She thought they'd pee on the carpet and they were too much of a responsibility. And now I will always have pets. Until the day I die, I will have pets because they give me so much. I go, well, I wasn't allowed a pet, you see, so I don't have a pet. I was not allowed pets. When I left home, I got a kitten, and then I got another one, and I've had pets ever since. So think about what you didn't have. I couldn't have people home. I couldn't make a mess. I wasn't allowed to eat the food I wanted. I couldn't have expensive stuff. My parents always bought me the cheapest things. My dad did that. If I could have candy, he'd always buy me the cheapest one in the shop. And one day I thought, you know, I'm going to buy myself the most expensive box of chocolates and eat the whole lot just because I wasn't allowed to do that. So you can systematically, you only have to do it once. I was on a plane. I thought, I'm going to buy myself a box of chocolates on this plate and eat them all, because I could never do that as a kid. That would have been just not allowed. So think about that. Could you eat ice cream before you went to bed? Could you have ice cream for breakfast? Were you allowed fizzy drinks? Fizzy drinks are not good for you, but think of, well, I can have a fizzy drink once. So go and buy yourself what you couldn't have. Were you allowed to stay up all night watching horror movies? Of course not, but you can do it now. It's never, ever too late to have a happy childhood. These, of course, are things: buying yourself ice cream, allowing yourself to have cereal for dinner and candy for breakfast. You only want to do that a few times. Giving yourself a party, going to the cinema and buying everything you want. You only do that once or twice, because now you've done it. But the biggest thing to give yourself that you did not get is the praise, the love, the connection, the significance. Let's go back to those needs that are not met. When you do not get love or praise or significance, the hardest thing I see over and over again is that when a child doesn't feel loved by the parent, when the child's needs are not met, they don't blame the parent, they blame themselves. Oh, I guess I'm not worthy of love. My dad is mean. I guess it's my fault. My mum isn't loving. I guess it's my fault. People are mean to me. I guess that's all I deserve. Last week, I sat with the most beautiful man, beautiful, intelligent kind. He said, yeah, when I was 2, I watched my aunties hugging their kids. I thought, oh, I guess I don't deserve it because I don't get it. And that's the problem. When your needs aren't met, you begin to believe that you're not worthy of having those needs met, that you don't deserve to have them met, that since they've never been met and you couldn't possibly meet them as a child, therefore you can't meet them. One of my clients said to me, when I was a kid, I'd hear my mum saying, we can't afford it, I can't find the money, where's the money coming from? This is too much money. And she said, to this day, I'm scared of spending money. I have a lot of money, but I think, oh no, I can't buy that. Oh, it's too expensive. I don't know where the money's coming from. She goes, but I do know. I got 3 homes, and I won't even put the heating on because this was left over from her childhood. Children have what I call learned helplessness. My mum can't pay the bills. I can't fix it. I must, but I can't. I got to fix it, but I can't. I must, but I can't. I can't, but I must. We feel helpless and hopeless. And many of us, almost all of us, by the way, carry that into our adult life. I can't afford that. Too expensive. Turn off the heating. That's too much money. I can't waste money. And it's good to be sensible with money. But if you're doing that, stop and say, hey, I can put on the heating. I can buy something expensive. I have money coming in and I can pay all my bills and buy myself something. But the biggest thing is to understand you are not helpless. You are not hopeless. You're not a child. You can manage your money. You have a credit card. You have a bank account. You are not that child feeling helpless and hopeless with a train track going, I must, but I can't, but I got to fix this, but I don't know how. I got to get money, but I can't. I got to find love, but I don't know how to do it. You're not a child, and you can stop that. So think about your needs now. You have a need to feel safe. Well, put on your seatbelt, lock your car, have alarms, lock your house, and go, hey, I am safe. I'm taking a lot of steps to feel safe. And even if I don't feel completely safe, as an adult, I can call for help. It's not the same as being a child. A child in a fire will get into bed. An adult will call the fire service, put towels under the door, make a phone call. A child with someone who's inappropriate or hurts and can't fight back. So remember, you are not a child. As a child, you think and act as a child. As an adult, you think and act as an adult. So if you didn't feel safe, you can feel safer because you get to choose the company. You can go, hey, my mum brought home crazy alcoholics, inappropriate men. My weird uncle used to touch my knee. That's wrong. But you don't have to have those people in your life now, so you are safer. If you say, well, my need for love wasn't met, that's horrible. However, You can meet it now. You can find love. You can love yourself and practice saying the magic words. I'm worthy of love. I'm deserving of love. I can find love, and love can find me because I'm worthy of it. I'm deserving of it. I'm ready for it. So you can meet your need for love, even if it means spending some time on your own going, I'm lovable, I'm lovable. Significance is the same. I am significant. Try saying that a lot. I matter. I'm significant. My needs matter. My needs are valid. I am worthy of attention and connection and kindness and warmth. So our primary needs as a child to feel loved, to feel significant, to feel safe, to feel connected. And keep saying, well, you know, if I connect to me and who I am, and I connect to the fact that I'm here for a reason and I matter, once you start to do that, you then start to connect to other people so much better. So those fundamental needs, those innate needs, connection, significance, safety, love, belonging, start to meet them yourself. Start to say the words you've always wanted. One of the best ways to give yourself a happy childhood, think, okay, if I could think now, what do I want my mum to say? I wanted her to say, you matter. You're a great kid. How lucky am I to have you? How did I get the best kid ever? And then start to say it. When I was a kid, I wanted to hear one thing. You're my favorite. I never heard that, except for my grandmother. But I started to say it. I'm the favorite kid. I'm my mother's favorite. I'm my father's favorite. I said it when I was 22, although not 10. And all of a sudden, something amazing happened. I became their favorite. They began to say to me, you're the favorite. You're the one that's done the most with your life. You're the one that keeps all the family together. You're the one we can always depend on. You're the one that always turns up and makes everything good. And I thought, wow, isn't that amazing? All I had to do was say what I was desperate for my dad to say. My mum said when I was growing up, maybe yours is, you're pretty, you're cute, you're smart, you're intelligent, you're a joy to be around. You're a great kid. Whatever you wanted to hear, longed to hear, and are still waiting to hear, don't wait another minute. Say it yourself. I'm a great kid. I'm a great son. I'm a great daughter. I'm smart. I'm intelligent. I'm interesting. I'm fun. I'm pretty. I'm cute. I'm worth being with. I'm deserving of time and love and attention and nurture. Let it sink in. Like butter on hot toast. Let it sink in and spread through you. Nourish yourself with the words you've always wanted to hear. Don't wait another second. That's how you get to have a happy childhood. It's never too late. So focus on the words, focus on your needs, and know that you can, you really, 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 really can meet your needs. If you feel you're not being respected, you have to demand that, hey, I don't let people talk to that. Hey, that doesn't work for me. Hey, I'm the kind of person that insists on being respected. If you want to shout, come back and talk to me when you've calmed down. You want to curse, doesn't work for me. You want to diminish me, I'm not going to let that in. You have the power to choose. You need self-love. You need self-confidence to meet your needs. And if you want help with this, and there's nothing wrong with wanting help, I would love you to use my confidence and self-esteem, self-hypnosis audio. Click the link below and you can grow in confidence, grow in self-esteem, grow in love, and grow in, finally, living that happy childhood. Check out my next video here.
If people actually knew this shame that I have, no one would ever love me, no one would ever accept me, no one would ever want to hang out with me, be my friend, they would outcast me. That was the internal conversation, if they knew this shame and insecurity of mine. And so I think that's why I held on to it for 25